Hello class, this is a video tutorial on reversing bearing diagrams. We can interpret bearings into a diagram, being sure to note which are the start and end points. Reversing the problems involves finding the bearing from the end point back to the start point. Now, to make sense out of this, I'll invite you to pause and first draw out the original bearing diagram based off these four descriptions. I've already done the two here. Let's do the first two together. So it says here, point B is on a bearing of 42 degrees from point A. So just from the wording, from point A, that is our start point. So we say that the center of this compass is point A. And it's saying that point B, so from this point, we are going to turn 42 degrees. So we're turning this way. And that is 42 degrees. And point B is off to this side here. And there we have our diagram. Okay, let's do this next one. It says, from Charles, Danny is on a bearing of south 22 degrees east. So once again, the wording from Charles. So Charles is in the center of this compass diagram. So Charles, so C. Danny is on a bearing of south 22 degrees east. So using compass bearings now, south. So starting from south, we're going to turn 22 degrees towards the east. So our diagram should look something like so. And Danny is off to the side here. Let's complete this. And it's showing that this is 22 degrees. Okay, so these are the first two. Now I invite you to just give these next two a go yourself. Again, I've already got the solutions ready to go, and I'm going to reveal them now here. Oops. Don't want to erase everything there. Let's remove that and remove this one. So these are what the diagram should look like. But this is the original skill that we learned to do to be able to interpret descriptions into a bearings diagram. Now, here comes the reversing part. I'll reveal all the questions now, you'll see. Notice how in all of these questions, it says, what is the bearing of A from B? Notice how the original diagram says, from point A, the bearing is 42 degrees. What it's now asking is to interpret the problem as if we were from here. What would the bearing now be from this point? So let's answer this first one. What this means now is we imagine a compass on top of the end point. And what we're looking for now is one of two things. Either the true bearing like so, or just the compass bearing like so. Either way, I will demonstrate to you now how we can approach this problem. The first way is to complete, this is the way I personally recommend it, is to complete a right angle triangle like so. We imagine a completed right angle triangle like this, where that point is 90 degrees, which by angle sum of a triangle, we can calculate this missing angle. So let's label that angle. Let's do this one in black, theta. So that triangle we're looking at now is 42 here, 90 degrees, theta. Well, since the angles all add up to 180, we can just find 180 minus 90 minus 42. That will give us the missing angle. So theta, we can calculate here. So 180 minus 90 minus 42. That gets us 48 degrees. So since we now know that that is 48 degrees, whoops, that is 48 degrees, we can now give one of two answers for the compass bearing. Well, the compass bearing here, we can find this angle now. Since this is 270 degrees, we can find the compass bearing 270 minus 48 degrees. That will get us the true bearing we're looking for. So that would be 270 minus 48 degrees. That is 222. So that is the true bearing. So true bearing from B to A is equal to 222 degrees. So this is one way you can solve this problem, is you complete a 90-degree triangle or a right angle triangle in order to find the missing required angles and do some further geometry. Now, another way we can do it, I'll demonstrate it here. So notice how in this question it's asking, what is the bearing of Charles from Denny? So from Denny, so from point D, we draw from point D a compass, like so. And we're now looking for either this angle here, or for a compass bearing this angle here. Now, the other way in which we can do this is we use properties of parallel lines. Can you see this Z being formed? In parallel lines, wherever you see, the parallel lines are, these are both north. So those two sides are parallel. Because we can see this Z being formed, this angle is an alternate angle to 22. So this angle here is also 22 degrees. And simply knowing that that is 22 degrees, we can write a compass bearing that it's going to be, so the compass bearing of C from D is equal to north 22 degrees to the west. So starting from north, turning 22 degrees towards the west. So that's another way in which we can do it. Now, if you wanted to convert this into a true bearing, it's simply 360 minus 22. So for the true bearing, if you do 360 minus 22, the other answer you can get is 338 degrees as a true bearing. That's another way which we can do it. So these are the two ways which you can approach it. Either you complete a 90-degree triangle or use alternate angles. Either way, you will get you must get the same angle using either method. Okay, so let's try. I'll pause here and let you try this next one. Okay, so I'll do this again in both ways. Let's do this first, well, this one on the left, again using a triangle. The triangle I'm imagining is this one. Sorry, it says, what is the bearing of P from Q? And once again, wherever we see the word from, we draw a compass on top of that point. So there is north. And from here, we complete a 90-degree triangle. So last time I completed it this way, but we can also complete the triangle going this way. Now this requires a bit more calculations in order to find this angle. as our true bearing? Well, to find this, well, no, actually, let's complete the triangle the other way. Let's complete it this way. There's our 90-degree triangle, and we're looking for this angle here. Now, in order to find this angle, we need to find this one first. Well, since we know that this should be 270 degrees, notice how it stops at 215. So this angle here, let's label that angle as angle X. We can find angle X as equaling 270 minus 215. Let's calculate that. 215. That angle is 55 degrees. So that angle X is 55 degrees. Well, now that we have 55 degrees here, we can complete the angle in this one. So angle theta is equal to 180 degrees because it is a full triangle, minus 90 minus the 55 that we just found. So 180 minus 90 minus 55, that gets us 35 degrees. So that angle theta, which is the one we're looking for, that is 35 degrees. So the compass bearing, sorry, the true bearing for this one is just simply 0, 35 degrees. I know we normally put T for true bearing, so let's just put that for the true bearing. Let's finalize this one. So it says, what is the bearing of y from x? Remember, from x means we place a compass on top of that new start point. We are now looking for either this angle here as a true bearing or this angle as a compass bearing, which, because we're going to once again use the alternate angles, hope you can see that Z being formed again. There's that Z. If this is 18, this must also be 18. Well, simply as a compass bearing, you can simply say that this is going to be south 18 degrees east. But if you would like to do a true bearing, so we're finding this angle, that would be 180 degrees minus that 18. So we can find the true bearing as 180 minus 18. That's going to be 162 degrees as a true bearing. Either answer here is acceptable. And yeah, so I hope that's given you an insight into this idea of reversing the bearing problems and the bearing diagrams. Well, I hope to see you in the next video, and best of luck.